Some exciting pickups here. These are the 2008 New South Wales Blues sets. If you've seen these sets before, they can be kind of confusing because they all have similar color patterns. Sometimes it's hard to tell which year's which. They don't even have dates in the back, actually. So you kind of have to do a little bit of research. But these are really important sets. The first cards from a lot of the great players from Australia from the last, let's say, 15 plus years, 17 years, I guess. Starting with the first card from Steve Smith and the first card from Elysse Perry. Also the first card of Alyssa Healy, the first card of Khawaja, and the last card of Elysse Perry. Really cool sets. So I'm going to go right down the line. I picked these four up. So this is the 2008, 2009, 2010, and 2011 set. Each one has some cool stuff about it. And yeah, just going to share a bit about each of these and what makes them special. So to start with, you got Phil Hughes, who unfortunately, and everyone knows this, tragically passed away from a cricket ball in 2014. But this one of these does have a Phil Hughes autograph, which is nice. It's the only Hughes autograph I've got, so was pretty glad to pick that up. But yeah, the first ever card of Steve Smith. Let me show you the back of this card. He does not look like he's going to be one of the best cricketers in the world in that picture. But there he was. At that point, he was kind of an all-rounder. He was actually mostly known for being a spin bowler. Was just kind of making a little bit of name for himself in these years as a bit more of a batsman, but was really more of a bowler that was starting to turn into an all-rounder and then turn into a batsman. But you know, Khawaja at the very start of his career, that's cool to have a signed Khawaja first card. And you know, I don't know if I should use the word rookie cards for these. You know, these are state issued cards, so these are local issues. They're very rare. But they weren't issued in, let's say, like a national set or something like that. So are they pre-rookies? Are they rookies? I don't really care. They're rare. They're early, so I like them. Alyssa Healy as well, obviously one of the great female cricketers of all time. Also, we will see her husband soon for his first card, but not in the 2008 set. And Elysse Perry, you know, that is very early card of hers. I guess she was about 17 in this card. And then Alyssa Healy, one of the greats. This was, like I said, at the nearer the end of her career. I think that is her last card that she ever had. But just a really cool set overall. You'll see that these New South Wales teams had a lot of talent. So, you know, not an early card of Brett Lee, but there you've got a Brett Lee card. And it's pretty cool. Alex Blackwell, notable female Australian player. So just a lot of really good talent in these sets. I kind of organized it by player. Here you have David Warner. I guess kind of tied for his first card. He did have some 2009 select cards, but this is his first New South Wales card. So that's a 2009 as well. So arguably a rookie as well. I mentioned Phil Hughes, Khawaja's second card, Perry's second card. Here you've got a Shane Watson signed, which is kind of cool. And again, just think about the talent on these teams. Would you want to face these guys? And again, you got Brett Lee. You've also got Michael Clark. So a lot of talent there. Moving on to the 2010 set, you've still got Warner, still got Hughes. I should have mentioned this. For whatever reason, I actually don't know why. In 2009, there was no Smith card and there was also no Healy card. I'm not sure why. Maybe they just had limited spots and they weren't the top players yet. They were very, very young. But Smith comes back. Khawaja's still there. And then you also have Healy come back as well in the 2010 set. Another Perry. And by the way, how nice is that, having those 3 cards with nice signatures on them? Her first 3 cards by a couple years. Healy and Perry did not have any cards before these, which is kind of cool. And then in the 2010 set, you also get the first ever card of this fellow, Josh Hazelwood. So that's a really cool one. I guess he was about 19 here. Very early Josh Hazelwood. And, a lot of the same characters you'll see here. Another Brett Lee, another Michael Clark. And again, this was cool to pick these up because the guy I bought these from was kind of deciding to get out of the cricket card collecting space, but he had obviously put in some time early on in this era to get signatures from a lot of these people. Obviously would have been nice if we could have gotten a couple Steve Smith signatures, but beggars can't be choosers, and very happy to get the ones that I got. So here we are. The final set we'll go through is a 2011. Still got Warner, Hughes, Smith, Khawaja. Healy makes another appearance. No Perry card this year for whatever reason. Here you've got Hazelwood's second card, which is signed. And then these are the really cool ones from 2011. I definitely wanted to make sure I picked these up. I did not have these. This is Pat Cummins' first ever card. And he here is about, well, I guess he's about 18 maybe, 17 or 18. So there you've got Cummins' first ever card, and Mitchell Starc, first ever card. So both of their, whatever you want to call them, rookie cards or whatever. Mitchell Starc ends up marrying this fine lady right here. Healy and Starc still married today. Apparently they met when they were like 9 years old or something. But look at the talent on this squad. Let's think about this. This is a state squad. You've got Warner. You've got Hughes, who was great. You got Steve Smith. You got Khawaja. Obviously Healy and Perry, but we're just talking about the men here. You've got Hazelwood, Cummins, and Starc. You've got Shane Watson, Brett Lee, Michael Clark. And then you've got other solid players. Guys that were, quality enough to be on the national team. So anyway, believe it or not, this team actually was really bad. So you would have thought that this team would have been dominant, but a lot of these guys weren't who they are today back then. Steve Smith, as an obvious example, was not a dominant batsman at that point. A lot of these folks were, early on in their careers. I mentioned, Cummins like 17, 18 years old and stuff like that. But just really cool. Here's a bit of a skyward view of these cards, but some really, really cool stuff in here. So if you get a chance to pick these sets up, all of the New South Wales Blues sets are really cool. The earlier ones still have Brett Lee, but you've got, a lot of other stars in those sets. McGraw has cards going all the way back to 1993. One of my favorite state sets ever, actually, is the 1993 New South Wales Blues set because it has McGraw. It's also got Gilly, rookie. So both of their first cards ever. So a lot of history from this squad.